All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. We're here. We're ready to rock. Hang on. Let's get some arm swings going. Right arm forward. Let's get loosed up. Come on, guys. Right arm forward, arm swings. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. Yes, good. Okay. I'm just sending Michael Mallow the link to this. So swing that right arm forward while I send this link. All right, switch to left arm. Forward. All right, left arm backwards. Right arm backwards. Oh, Mallow, I just sent you the link. All right, let's go both arms forwards. Both arms. Both arms forward. All right, good. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's go both arms back. It's getting loosened up, getting warmed up. So if this is your first time here, we do hit our chords. Between each chord set, we do some core work. That'll give us the break. Let's just cross your arms, shake it out a little bit. Everybody cross your arms in front of you, over your head, back down. Warm those lats up, warm those delts up. Arms crossed in front of you. Up. Hold it. Feel that stretch in the upper back. Down. Up. When we're doing this, keep your hips curled under you at all times. Don't let that butt poke out. Curl your hips under. Up. My arms are crossed. Keeping them crossed as I come above my head. Good. All right, let's grab our chords. Let's get going. We're just going to warm up. First round. 30 seconds, nice and easy. The front of your stroke, let's make sure when you go from that extension position, you're keeping your wrists firm and you're getting into that half diamond here. Your fingertips aren't straight down. You're coming from the extension to a half diamond before you accelerate through the stroke. So think about that here on this 30-second, nice and easy work. Here we go. 2, 1. Just warming up so it's nice and easy. Focus on that firm wrist. And as you get into that setup position and that half diamond, what kind of helps you go from that extension position to that half diamond is put some pressure on your fingertips. That'll help you get the elbow up. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we're going to get into a plank position on the ground. 30 seconds. Just on your elbows. If you need a help, you can do a high plank in a push-up position. But if you're strong, get in your elbows. Just hold that plank position for 30 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go. No bells and whistles. Just hold the position. Eyes stare at the floor. Curl your hips under. Press your heels away from you. Get those legs nice and strong. Don't let that butt poke out. Curl those hips. 3, 2, 1. Back up. Grab your chords again. You can go back to 30 seconds. Remember, extension, firm wrists, half diamond, accelerate through. Firm wrists. We don't break the wrist. Firm wrists. All right, here we go. 30 seconds, nice and easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds. Hands stay under the shoulders. We don't cross the center line. And we don't come outside of the shoulders with that pull. Keep the hands nice, in nice alignment as you pull through the stroke under the shoulders. Like we spoke about last week, at that extension position, firm up that upper back. That's the foundation. The stability that helps you get that elbow high. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we go back to our plank. This time though, we're gonna curl our hips. We're gonna push our butt up and then curl your hips under for the 30 seconds at your own pace. But you notice I push my butt up, tilt my pelvis forward, and then I curl my hips under, tilt the pelvis back. So you feel that lower core work. So let's do it at your own pace for 30 seconds in this plank position. 2, 1, let's go. If you're uncomfortable on your elbows, you can do the same thing from the push-up position. If you need more help, you can do the same thing from your knees. Curling those hips under, feeling that lower intrinsic core turn on to pull those hips under you. Crucial component in swimming is to keep those hips curled under you and not let that lower back sway. 3, 2, 1. All right, 30 seconds again, nice and easy. Here we go. Easy 30 seconds. Firm wrists. 2, 1. Let's go. Really feel that armpit open up as you get into that setup propulsive phase. You see how my armpit is opening here at the start of the stroke? Right here, there's a big, nice half circle at the start of my stroke where you feel that armpit open and a stretch in your lat. And it's like you're scooping water. To try and really reach over with that upper back, arcing up that armpit. That's going to help you get into those lats. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go back to that plank we just did, curling those hips. Some of you guys might have never done that before. I want to make sure that we hit it again so you know what it feels like. You can practice it again. So let's get into our plank, 30 seconds. And curl those hips under you. Press that butt up. Notice my legs aren't moving. It's only in the hips. 30 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go. Press your heels away from you. Stay strong in your upper body, your elbows. Press that butt up. And use those lower abs to curl those hips under. When we hold a plank, when you curl those hips under, that's the position you want to be in when you're holding a plank. Never let that butt poke up. 3, 2, 1. One more round, 30 seconds. It's like we do in the pool. We're going to go through different effort levels throughout this workout. Let's make sure we pace it out accordingly. These 30 seconds are easy. All right, let's do it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get those eyes straight down. Make sure you're not tilting your head up. Lifting your head up, tilting to the side. You don't want to bury that chin in your chest. Good neutral spine. Comfortable head position. And just like we spoke about last week, upper back at this position, when I'm extended, my upper back is engaged. right? I feel my scapula engaging at the extension of the stroke. And if you're doing that, it's going to help you get that elbow up and open that armpit. Because you're starting with that nice high foundation. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, one more plank with the hip curls. 30 seconds. Here we go. 2, 1. Curl those hips at your own pace. Make sure you're breathing. I'm breathing in every time I press my butt up. I'm breathing out every time I curl my hips under. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, get a drink. All right, so like we worked on last week, I think a lot of us have timing issues in our stroke. So when we're breathing, our lead arm starts to pull before our head gets back to center. So we're gonna keep working on the timing of that stroke on the chords, and you're gonna go try and mimic that when you go swim this week. We gotta leave that lead arm out a little longer. You wanna lead the lead arm out, pull, breathe, arm out, lead arm out, lead arm out, lead arm out, lead arm out, and then until that arm gets in the center, in the front, then you pull. Right? We're doing this. A lot of us are doing this and pulling as that arm's recovering. We want to make sure we're getting the most every stroke, so we got to recover. Once that arm's in the front, then we pull that other arm. So we're going to work on that here. So we're going to pull with our left arm, return to center, return to the front, pull with our right, return to the front, pull with our left, return to the front. All right. We're just going to alternate. We're not going to pull that lead arm until the opposite arm gets to that starting position. So we're not here, right? We're here. All right. So let's hit that here for 30 seconds. Really focus on the timing. 3, 2, 1. It doesn't have to be fast. And as you pull each individual arm, that wrist is firm. You're opening your armpit. Hands getting into that half diamond position. And you're accelerating through the stroke from front to back. You never want to be one speed Joe as we pull our arm and hand from front to back. We want to accelerate as we go. Engage that upper back at extension. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And I'm saying a lot of stuff as we're doing this, but something might ring home to you, something you might think while I'm saying it that makes sense. So, all right, get on your back. We're going to go do some bridges. Hit knees, good alignment. Feet are aligned with the knees. You're going to push up through the heels, pause at the top, come back down to the start position. Clasp your hands straight above your eyes. We're going to hit this for 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Don't have to have a huge stretch at the top. I don't want you jamming into those hip flexors. The focus of this exercise is glute engagement. So lean back into your heels a little bit. Put the pressure on your heels as you press up. You should feel that glute engage to lift those hips up towards the sky. Eyes are straight up. Curl your hips under you. Don't let that Sway happening in the lower back. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, back to our catch-up stroke. This is something I want you to really focus on in the pool this week. Timing. Don't be impatient with that lead arm. A lot of us want to pull because it feels more natural to what we've been doing for years. Get out of your comfort zone and feel that lead arm get back to the front before you pull with the opposite arm, whether you're breathing or not breathing. Here we go. 30 seconds, catch-up stroke. 2, 1. Let's go. Upper back's engaged. Fingertips are pointed slightly down on an angle down. Wrist is firm. Armpit is open. That armpit is closing, you're dropping your elbow. Sean, recover under the body. That's too much stress on your shoulders, dude. Sean, recover under the body. There you go. 2, 1. Good. All right, on your back. All right, we're going to do the bridge pumps again, but if you have the option to do one leg this time. So pick a leg. You can do both legs if you're more comfortable with that. But pick a leg. You can go left leg, press up through the left heel, bring that right knee up to your chest, and just go in your left leg for 30 seconds. And then we'll switch and go to the right leg for 30 seconds. If you're more comfortable, you just do the bridge pumps for a minute with both legs. But if you want to challenge yourself, we can do one leg 30-30. So let's go your left leg first. Curl your hips under you. Back is flat on the ground. 2, 1. Let's go. It's all about the glute engagement. It's not about how much of a stretch you can get in the hip flexor. Lift your toes up off the ground. Put your stress on the heel to help you feel that glute. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs. And just get right into it. 30 seconds on the other leg. Make sure that knee isn't falling in. Toes straight ahead in front of that knee. Foot. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. On your feet. Let's go one more round of our catch-up drill. Our catch-up stroke. All right, here we go. So at the extension, let's revisit what we worked on last week. Our hands are extended out. They're in good alignment with our shoulders, straight out from our shoulders. Feel your upper back engaged right here. Upper back engaged. It's almost like you're pressing. Sorry. You can hold a pencil between your scapula, your right and your left. And then from there, we get into our stroke. Upper back is always engaged at the front of the stroke. Here we go. 30 seconds. Catch up. 2, 1. Let's go. Get that hand into the half diamond position before you start accelerating. Fingertips are pointed straight down. You're putting too much stress on your deltoids, your shoulder muscles, and not enough effort or stress into the lats. Good pacing here, guys. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Back on our back. We're going to do one more set of bridge pumps. Let's go left leg first. Once again, curl your hips under you. Don't let that lower back arch at all during this. The lower back's arching, it's taking the stress off the glutes and putting it onto the lower back. The spine can stay neutral. The stress stays on the glutes. Here we go. Left leg. 2, 1. Let's go. 30 seconds. Not a very big movement. You shouldn't feel like you're moving 2 feet from bottom to top. Might only be a couple inches. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch legs right into it. 30 seconds on the right leg or the opposite leg. Keep those hips curled under. Hands at your side or hands clasped in front of you. If that's a little more challenging, throws you off a little bit, you can clasp those hands in front of your eyes. Need a little more stability, put your hands at your side on the ground. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, get a drink. We're going to go into a little longer effort. We're going to go into 3 by 1 minute. Every 20 seconds, we're going to increase our effort. So we're going to start easy for 20 seconds, 70%. Next 20 seconds, we'll bring it up, 75, 80%. Then our last 20 seconds, we'll bring up the intensity again, 90%. 2 arms, right? We're going to go both arms at the same time. Feel those lats engage. If you're feeling the shoulders and not the lats, you're probably dropping your elbow. So here we go. 60 seconds. We're going to start 20 seconds easy, 20 seconds moderate, 20 seconds moderate hard. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're applying, implementing all those focus points we've been working on. Fingertips extended out at a slightly downward angle. Wrist is firm as you pop that elbow up. All right, bring up your intensity a little bit, moderate effort. Open the armpit. Hands face in that rear facing position. We accelerate through the stroke. And bring up the effort one more time. Let's go a little stronger. A little more speed in that acceleration. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, get into our high plank position. So you're getting your push-up position. And all we're going to do, we're going to keep our hips stable. Curl them under you. And then you're going to walk out. 2, 3. Walk your hands back. 2, 3. While you're walking your hands out, notice my hips aren't moving side to side. They're stable. All the stability right here. So you don't have to go very far. Couple walks out. Couple walk back to under the shoulders, and you repeat that for 30 seconds. 2, 1, let's go. Focus on that hip stability. Go nice and slow, nice and controlled. Slow it down if those hips are moving. Keep them curled under. Good stability. Good posture. 2, 1. Good. On your feet. Back to 60 seconds. Pace it out. If you're newer to doing this, you haven't done this in a while, just keep it nice and easy. Don't move up in effort as we progress. want to get through the workout and I'll beat you down. So let's start out 20 seconds easy, 20 moderate hard. 3, 2, 1. As you get that elbow up and open the armpit, those hands come down at that diamond position. And they should be right under the shoulders. Every time those fingers extend out away from you, that upper back engages. Pick up the effort slightly the next 20. Moderate. We're gaining our cadence from accelerating through the stroke with more force, not by turning our arms over faster. 3, 2, 1. Pick it up again. Eyes are straight down, good neutral spine. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Feel those lats. You should be feeling it right under your armpits, right here, where that stress is coming. If you feel it anywhere else, there's somewhere you're compensating. We got to deal with it. All right, high plank position. We're going to go those hand walkouts. 30 seconds. Start in your push-up position. Curl your hips under. You keep those hips under you. 2, 1. Let's go. Your hips are rocking. Slow it down. It's not about how many you can do. It's about getting the feeling for that stability in the core. That's the same stability we need when we're biking, we're running, we're swimming. Not flexing it. It's stabilizing it. My power yesterday on the bike was 301 over the 56 miles average. And all that power came from that core. All right, on your feet. Right here was my focus on that rise, right in that midsection. That allowed me to pump those legs. All right, one more 60-second build. 20 easy, 20 moderate, 20 fast. Here we go, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Feel that upper back, stabilize and extend those arms out. Make sure you're breathing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, pick up the effort a little bit, moderate effort. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1, and pick up the effort again. 20 seconds. Come on. Extend those hands out. Don't skip the front of the stroke, guys. Get those fingertips extended away from you. Engage the upper back. Nice setup position. 2, 1. Then you accelerate through. All right, high plank. Walk the hands away from you, your own speed. All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good pacing here, guys. A little more of a base. Spread your legs a little wider. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Get a drink. All right, you can go back to some one arm work. We're just gonna go 30 seconds, our left arm, 30 seconds on our right arm, so we can really focus on what that arm is doing right and what that arm is doing wrong. All right, so it's 30 seconds left arm, switch over, 30 seconds right arm. Not worried about intensity here. I know we've been working, we've hit a lot of reps already. And I don't want to crush you guys. We're going to extend out, keep our right arm extended, that upper back engaged. Fingertips are at a slight downward angle. And we're just going to pull with our left arm for 30 seconds. Perfect execution every stroke. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. As we get into that pull, think about how your joints are moving. Your shoulder rotates in, which allows your elbow to get high and kick out slightly. That's that extension into the setup. You should feel that shoulder rotate in a little bit as the elbow rotates out. 2, right arm only. Upper back's engaged on the left arm. It's nice and stable and extended. Wrist is firm on both arms, both hands. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, on your back. All right, we're going to go hands under our butt, toes pointed, and all you're going to do is lift the legs, keep them straight, keep the knees locked out, and then back to the starting position. If you're feeling good, you can go right up after your heels come about an inch from the ground. Need a little help, rest your heels, and then get back into the next one. All right, 30-second leg lifts. 3, 2, 1. Extend your knees, lock out your knees, point your toes. Lift it so your toes are straight up at the ceiling, and then controlled with the knees locked. Back to the start position. I'm going to say it again. Curl those hips under. Don't let your lower back arch. Do it nice and slow and controlled. It's not about speed. You get to the top, you should feel your hips curl up a little bit off the ground in order to get those feet pointed straight at the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, back to our one arm. Left arm, 30 seconds. Right arm stays engaged and extended. You're not forgetting about the right arm. Working on that engagement of that right arm as the left arm pulls. Here we go. 30 seconds on the left. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Even though we're going fairly easy on this, you're still accelerating from front to back. And that hand is finishing in a flat position at the end of your stroke. You're not pressing water, lifting water up. So finish the stroke with a flat hand. 5 seconds. 3, 2, right arm only. Engage the left. Lock out the wrist. Finish with that flat hand at the end of the right stroke. Feel the shoulder rotate in as you get that hand into the setup position. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. On your back. Hands under your butt. Curl your hips under. Nice and controlled leg lifts. Point those toes. Just like we do in the pool. You got to point your toes. Be as hydrodynamic as possible. 30 seconds. 2, 1. Let's go. Lock your knees out. Slow and controlled. Bring your head off the ground a few inches. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, one arm, one more time. 30 seconds left, 30 seconds right. All right, left arm for 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go left arm. Don't let that right arm be lazy. Just like when we're swimming and your left arm's pulling, your right arm isn't just hanging out. It's got work to do. It's stabilizing the body. It's that foundation, allowing the left arm to get that power. 3, 2, right arm only. Swimming's a very active sport, guys. You gotta always be engaged every second of every stroke. Mentally, physically. One arm's not just working, the other one's taking a break. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, on your back, one more set of leg lifts. Curl your hips under, hands under your butt, point your toes. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Lock those knees out. Don't bend your knees, guys. You bend your knees, you're going to compensate. You're not working the muscles we need to work. If you need help, put your head down and rest your heels between each repetition. But I'd rather you take a little break or make it a little easy on yourself while keeping the knees locked out than compensate and let the knees bend. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, last thing we're going to do is just some 15-second blasts. So grab your cords. We're not going to do core between these ones. We're just going to go 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off 3 times. And these are fast. All right, so let's apply all the technique work we talked about here and get some good intensity, some good power, some good acceleration for 15 seconds. We'll stand up, shake it out, take 15-second break, then we'll do it again 3 times. All right, 15 on, 15 off times 3. We good? All right, we're good. Let's go here in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Big power, big acceleration. Upper back's engaged. Wrists are firm. 3, 2, 1. Stand up, shake it out, relax, drop your shoulders, keep your traps relaxed. We extend out, it's crucial. We extend out from the scapula and not the traps. Here we go. 2, 1. 15 seconds. Big power, big acceleration. Eyes straight down. 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds, relax. Last one. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 2, 1. Good. All right. Shake it out. Real good work, everybody. You can take some time, stretch it out a little bit, do some arm swings. Stretch out that upper back. Grab your arm. Grab your opposite scapula. Give yourself a hug. Rotate side to side. Keeps your hips nice and stable. A little stretch in here. Shake it out. Really good work, everybody. Every Monday we're doing this. 5:45 my time. So thanks for coming. We'll see you tomorrow on the ride and the 2 p.m. call tomorrow. Awesome work, guys. See you later. Love you guys. Bye.